Good morning, children. This is Priya English Department from Alpha International CBSE School, Bahur. Children, saying good morning has this refreshing feel to it. It feels like a warm shower after rolling in the mud. You can practically feel the weight of the previous day wash off your back. So we all can feel the weight of the previous days, right, children? So we have to wash off what is unnecessary, which is not necessary for us, and then we have to recollect the things which are necessary and which does good for us. So with this, let us enter into today's session. And children, in last session we had discussed about part 1, the tsunami lesson tsunami. Part 1 we had discussed about stories from India, like 4 collective stories from India, about whom Ignatius, Sanjeev, Meghna and Almas Javed, right? We had discussed about those 4 stories, like their experience in the during the tsunami and how they faced and what are the things they had come over things and how they are now. Everything we had discussed about them. And today we are going to discuss about part 2 in the lesson tsunami. So what is there in the part 2? Shall we go and see? Yeah. Part 2, a story from Thailand. Tilly Smith. Tilly Smith, a British schoolgirl, was able to save many lives when the tsunami struck Phuket beach in Thailand. Though she has won a number of awards, her parents have not allowed their daughter to be interviewed on television and made into a heroine. Why do you think they took that decision? Children, this part 1 we had discussed about the story from India, right? Part 2 is a story from Thailand, and in this story we are going to discuss about Tilly Smith. So Tilly Smith and is a British school girl. She is a British girl and she went to Phuket beach to spend her Christmas Eve. Okay. So Smith's family, Tilly Smith's family was celebrating Christmas at that beach resort. And there, now we have to discuss about how Tilly Smith saved many lives in that beach in Thailand. Okay, and after saving many lives in Thailand in that tsunami period, she had won number of awards for saving those lives, their lives. But the thing is, her parents did not allow her to be interviewed because everybody is children. It is quite natural. Everybody loves to be famous, right? Everybody like to be a celebrity, or everybody like to be like known to everyone. So when we are coming in media, newspapers, and we are getting rewarded, everybody likes that feel, right? Even parents will be proud of that moment. But Tilly's parents did not like, they did not wish Tilly to be a heroine. Like they do not want her to be famous only because of the tsunami. And then their parents never allowed anyone to interview Tilly Smith. So let us see why why Tilly's parents did not allowed anyone to be interviewed, or why, what happened, like why do you think they took that decision? We have to discuss and we have to search why her parents took such decision that none of them can interview whom, Tilly Smith, and why they do not want her daughter to be a heroine. So we have to search for that answer. Sorry, search for that question. So let us go into the lesson and search for that question. Why her parents did not allow, even though she had saved many lives in that tsunami, even though she was awarded a number of awards, why her parents did not allow and why her parents took that decision. So let us see. Okay, children. Now here is a story from Thailand. The Smith family from southeast England was celebrating Christmas at a beach resort in southern Thailand. Tilly Smith was a 10-year-old schoolgirl. Her sister was 7 years old. Their parents were Penny and Colin Smith. So it was 26 December 2004. Deadly tsunami waves were already on their way. They had been triggered by a massive earthquake off northern Sumatra earlier that morning. The water was welling and kept coming in, Penny Smith remembered. The beach was getting smaller and smaller. I didn't know what was happening. Here the story starts, children. The story of the Thailand, the story from Thailand starts from here. So, as we had discussed earlier that the story was regarding the tsunami. The tsunami hit areas of Thailand also. As it hit India, it hit areas of Thailand also. And this story is about Tilly Smith and Smith family. So, here the Tilly Smith family came to southern Thailand from southeast England. Why they came from England to Thailand? Because they came here to celebrate Christmas at that beach resort. The beach name is Phuket Beach. So Penny and Colin Smith are the names of Smith's parents. Penny and Colin Smith are the names of Smith's parents, and they both have two daughters. They had two daughters. Tilly Smith is a 10-year-old schoolgirl. Tilly Smith is one of the daughters. She is 10-year-old schoolgirl, and the other one was 7 years old. Her sister was 7 years old. On the day 26 December 2004, they had already experienced an earthquake in the morning. We have discussed in the last part also, children, that the tsunami occurs when an earthquake happens. So first the earthquake starts, and later when it is about to sort of, immediately the tsunami occurs. Means the waves rise and show its power. So in the morning itself, when they were in the beach resort, they had already experienced an earthquake, and now the tsunami was on its way. So I said, right, first earthquake comes, later only tsunami comes. Now the tsunami is on its way. And Penny Colin remembers seeing the water swelling as it kept coming in and making the beach smaller. It means Penny also she remembered that seeing the water swelling in the sea. It was kept coming and making the beach smaller. It means the water is going inner side of the sea. That was like absorbing the water. The sea is looking like absorbing the waves. She says she did not understand what was happening because morning they experienced the earthquake. Later they saw that the sea is like looking like it is becoming smaller, but she was in a confused state. Okay, she don't know, she can't realize what was happening at that time. Yes, children? Yeah. But Tilly Smith sensed that something was wrong. Her mind kept going back to the geography lesson she had taken in England just 2 weeks before she flew out to Thailand with her family. Tilly saw the sea slowly rise and start to foam, bubble and form whirlpools. She remembered that she had seen this in class in a video of a tsunami that had hit the Hawaiian Islands in 1946. Her geography teacher had shown her in the class about that video, and told them that tsunamis can be caused by earthquakes, volcanoes, and landslides. Tilly started to scream at her family to get off the beach. She talked about an earthquake under the sea. She got more and more hysterical, said her mother Penny. I didn't know what a tsunami was, but seeing my daughter so frightened, I thought something serious must be going on. Children, here Tilly had already, she has an idea about how a tsunami occurs. So she knew that something was not proper. She is thinking that something was getting wrong, something was wrong, something bad is going to happen. She realized that, and she could recollect, she remembered what her geography teacher taught her in school. In her school, which was in England, she remembered her geography teacher showed a video. Her geography teacher showed a video on tsunami, like how the tsunami occurs, and before tsunami occurs, what are the things, what are the symptoms can be seen. So she recollected what she had studied in her geography class 2 weeks before she came to England for a vacation. And then, as she saw the sea water rising, they were noticing, Tilly saw that sea water is rising high and foaming. Foaming means like, children, when we are applying soap or hand wash, even when you are brushing, a white color foam comes, right? That is called foam. She noticed that the sea is rising and the foams also rise. They started to foam. The water of the sea rise and started to foam. And she recalled, she also remembered what she had seen in her class. It was a video of a tsunami that had hit the Hawaiian island. So her teacher showed a video of a tsunami which hit Hawaiian island in 1946. That video she remembers now. The teacher also told them that the causes of tsunami, which can be earthquake, volcanoes and landslides. So she also was taught by her teacher that tsunami will occur because of these, due to these earthquakes, volcanoes and landslides. So now Tilly has an idea that what are the symptoms of tsunami and what are the causes of tsunami, right? Causes for tsunami. The symptoms are like earthquakes coming, the sea is getting back inside, and foaming waves are coming, little high, forming higher waves. All those are the symptoms. And the causes for the tsunami are earthquake, volcanoes and landslides. And she know the concept, and she had seen the video also in the class in the school. So in the geography class in the school, where her teacher showed the video of that, like the tsunami which were occurred in 1946 in Hawaiian Islands. So as soon as she realized what was happening, immediately she got an idea. She was knocked. She got an idea. Within a second, a fraction of seconds, she realized that tsunami was going to occur. As soon as she realized what was happening, she started shouting at her family and to get away from the beach. She was she was alarming everyone to get out of that place. She is saying that tsunami is going to happen. She was frightened and started shouting. She was shouting at her family members to run away from that place. Her mother later said, this Tilly's mother, Penny, she said that she did not know what was a tsunami. Actually, Tilly knows tsunami because she saw a video in her class, right? So she know what is a tsunami and how it occurs. But her mother, Penny, don't know what is happening there. She said that she was referring to some earthquake under the sea and she got terrified. She just felt that Tilly was afraid because she got frightened because of those earthquake which was happened in the morning. Her mother was just thinking that Tilly was just afraid because of those earthquake which happened in the morning, and she was terrified because Penny don't know what is a tsunami. So she said she did not know what a tsunami was, but seeing her daughter so terrified, scared, I mean by seeing her daughter so afraid of that situation, she could just smell the seriousness, she could smell the danger of the situation. So she could anticipate that the situation was something serious. Even though she don't know about that tsunami, she can guess, she can anticipate, she can feel that. By what? By seeing her daughter's terrified things and shouting at things, she anticipated that the situation might be very grave, very serious, very danger. So this is the situation how Tilly created, how she alarmed, how she alerted her parents, just recollecting the information from her geography class video. Okay, children. Tilly's parents took her and her sister away from the beach. Tilly's parents took her and her sister away from the beach to the swimming pool at the hotel. A number of other tourists also left the beach with them. Then it was as if the entire sea had come out after them. I was screaming, "Run!" The family took refuge in the third floor of the hotel. The building withstood the surge of 3 tsunami waves. If they had stayed on the beach, they would not have been alive. The Smiths later met other tourists who had lost entire families. Thanks to Tilly and her geography lesson, they had been forewarned. Tilly went back to her school in England and told her classmates her terrifying tale. Children, here Tilly's parents took her daughter to the hotel's swimming pool to get away from the beach. So they understood the situation, they understood the worsening of that situation, what was going to happen. So after seeing Tilly's terrified things, her parents took their daughters, they had 2 daughters, right? Tilly's sister also, they took their daughters to the hotel's swimming pool to get away from the beach. So they just came to safeguard themselves. A number of tourists also followed them when they were running to the safer place. When Tilly's family were running to the safer place, there were so many number of people were there. Many tourists also were there, right, with them. They also started following and running behind them to that safe place. Then they saw great waves coming after them as if it were the whole sea that had come out. When they are running, they can notice, they can see the waves which are chasing them at the back. Those high and giant waves are coming at back them. When they're looking at the giant waves, they just feel it was looking like the whole sea was coming and running, like the whole sea was chasing them. The whole sea was coming behind them. They felt like that. Then, here one thing. Penny screamed for everyone to run out of dangerous way. So when they were running on the way, they were not running silently. They were screaming. They are just alarming other tourists who are the other people who are there to just run out of dangerous way. It means to be in that safe places. They took shelter on the third floor. They ran upstairs and went to the third floor. The hotel building survived the tsunami waves. It means the hotel building was strong enough. The pillars and base was so strong, so the tsunami waves didn't hurt the hotel building. And this building withstood. It was strong enough to withstand those heavy waves. As they took shelter on the third floor, the hotel building also was very strong to bear those heavy tsunami waves. And everything was safe now, everyone are safe now. And she further ordered that, Tilly's mother told that she also told that they wouldn't have been able to come out alive, and if they are in that beach. And she says that if they are still at the beach, when Tilly was shouting, if they were careless, if they ignored Tilly and if they were staying at the beach, everybody might have died now. Right? Everybody might have died, and she said that no one will be alive if we were not alarmed by Tilly. As she was shouting with terrified, she was shouting with fright. She was very much frightened and started shouting. We all ran to the safer place, the third floor of that hotel. Now today we are safe. If we were not there, no one will be alive. And Smiths later met other tourists who had lost entire families. So when they were saved, again after tsunami, when the tsunami was cooled down, they came down and then went and met the other tsunamis who were on the, who were on outside the hotel, they went and met. And the sad thing was they met and they came to know that those other tourists had lost their entire families in those tsunami waves. And thanks to Tilly and her geography lesson, Her mother is stressing here. Thanks to Tilly and her geography lesson, they had been forewarned. It means that particular geography lesson and the video which was taught by her teacher saved their life, and they are showing their gratitude here. Tilly went back to her school after this incident. Again, they went back to the England. When they reached England, as usual, her daily course started, and she went to the school. When she went back to the school in England, she told all her classmates about this terrifying story, about this most dangerous and most bad experienced story. How she survived, how others lost their lives, how she helped her family members, and how her family members saved other members also. These are the stories which students we also share, whatever we come across, right? We share with our friends. The same way, Tilly also started sharing everything with her classmates. So, Smith's family later got the chance of meeting other tourists who had lost their entire families, and all credit goes to Tilly because she was the one who was alarming from the beginning about the incident. So, all credit goes to Tilly and her geography lesson, and they were forewarned. And Tilly later retold the incident to her classmates in England. So, this is why, as it is not a good thing, even though they had been survived, many of them lost their families, most of them lost their lives. So, this is the most bad experience of them, and this is one of the memorable incidents also. And Tilly Smith's family, her dad and mom, they don't want her daughter to remember it again and again because of those interviews, because it may give heavy stress to her. Something may happen, her mood level or mind level may change. So that is why they don't want to disturb her daughter because of this issue, and they don't want to make her daughter a heroine. So that's why they had avoided all the interviews which were which were shown on the televisions. So this is why our Smiley, our Tilly Smith stood here as a great heroine, even though she has not come in the televisions. So children, this is a story from the Thailand and about Tilly Smith. So tsunami hit the areas of areas of India. In the same way, this tsunami hit some regions of Thailand also. So this is a story from Thailand, children. So now let us see what is the activity based on this second part. Okay. Students, today's activity is you have to fill those blanks given in this slide. Which word in the list below describes Sanjeev in your opinion? The options are cheerful, ambitious, brash, brave, careless, heroic, selfless, heartless, and humorous. Use words from the list to complete the three sentences below. Students, here I have given three questions, three sentences I have given fill ups, and you have to select the right answer which fits in those dashes. In the sense, it should be the answer should sync with the sentence given here. If you don't know the meaning of those options given there, take your dictionary. With the help of this dictionary, know the meaning of the words given there. After knowing the meanings of those options, and then you select the right word which suits the sentence given below. So you have to select this. It's like just multiple choice, right, children? So you have to select the right word and fill in the blanks. As usual, you write in the A4 sheet, and no need to write all these questions and options and all. You just write as activity 2, chapter 2, activity 2, and then write number 1. Write full question and then answer in those dashes, and dashes should be in with pencil or some other color so that it will be clearly visible. And don't forget to maintain your handwriting also, children. So this is the easiest activity, I think so. Do it and don't forget to submit within the time. Okay, children? Yes. So it's time to leave now. And this is the end of part session 2 session. And let us meet in the next session, part 3. And let us know, let us feel the experience of another story.